Alrighty everyone, so today we have the STI seats that I just picked up. These seats we're going to be making fit inside of the Legacy. Overall plan for today, primarily I just want to get the driver's seat to fit, get it all wired up. End goal with everything here is to get the STI seats in the car, and then from there obviously make sure there's no airbag lights and wire everything up accordingly. And that's really going to be the bulk of it. Hopefully everything is fairly plug and play. I know that it's not going to physically plug in from a few forums I was reading up on, but just a little bit of splicing, a little bit of wiring, and they should go just easy and should bolt right in. But we're going to be making them fit in that Legacy right there. And I don't know about the back seats, like I said. I don't think they're going to fit, at least not correctly. These are seats out of a 08 to 2014 Subaru WRX STI. They're really comfortable, nicely bolstered, and really have no tears. There's one little spot right there on the passenger one that's creased, but that's about it. Alright, let's just get right into things. I'm gonna pull the car in the driveway and we'll get started. Alrighty, so just starting to get some tools together here. I just have my tool bag that I take with me when I go up to the junkyard. Just a little toolbox case or whatever. It's just from Harbor Freight. Cheap little kit. But first things first, we're going to take our ratchet with a 10 mil on it. We'll come around to the front, under the hood here. And just to be safe, because we're messing with the airbags, we're going to pull off the battery terminals. Alrighty, and now that I have both the positive and the negative off, I guess you only have to take off the negative. I just like to take both off. We're done in the engine bay, and now we can move up front here and get started on taking out the seat bolts. So I'm going to just pull my floor mat out so it's out of the way. And getting to the seat bolts really is not hard at all. All you're going to do is you're just going to go in here. You can already see one here. In the beginning, you're going to put the seat all the way back. One bolt here, and they are going to be a 14 mil. Use it on an impact, use it on a ratchet, whatever you prefer. Take those out, and then I'm going to take the seat, slide it all the way forward, come in the back door here, and then from there, gain access to this rear bolt right here, and then this rear bolt right here. And the seat's ready to come out. There's going to be wires underneath, which I'm going to show you in a moment. It's nice to have a little flashlight, just so you can see underneath when the seat's out and everything. But from there, I'm just going to pull this seat out, and we will go from there on all the wires and all the electrical airbag stuff underneath. So what I normally like to do, these two bolts for the rear were different. This one's for the transmission side, it's a little fatter. This one's for like the rear near the door. It's a little more narrow. So I like to bag all my stuff and put a label on it and just tag it. So you just need a Sharpie and a couple Ziploc bags that you have lying around in the kitchen or something, and keeps you a bit more organized and everything, so you're not, trying to figure out where everything goes, potentially cross-threading anything. Just saves you the headache later down the road. It might not seem like we're doing a lot, but when you're done wiring, you're done everything, you know, you just want a quick, easy, you know, take it out of the bag, throw it in, and be done with it type deal. That's just what I like to do. Totally optional. But yeah, that's what I do. All right, now that we have all of the bolts out of here, next part's pretty easy. What I like to do, put the seat all the way back. As you can see, I have it fully slid back. Grab from the handle area and just literally tip it back. You might have to kind of mess with the recline option just to get it to the right section. And then from there, now it is reclined, and we can literally see all the wiring we need to get to right underneath here. So yeah, let's get all this unplugged and everything, and go from there. I'm gonna grab some photos of it before, just so I kind of remember where everything goes and how it all plugs up. But it looks pretty straightforward, yellow and yellow, and then you have this little one here, which I believe is the occupancy sensor, or like the weight sensor. And this I gotta figure out, because I'm not too sure about this one. This kind of just threw me for a curveball. But we'll figure it out and go from there. So here's where we're at. So I got all of the loom of wires unplugged, and you'll see everything's just dangling here. It's this wire. There's one that clips right here. It's this one with the little green knob. Easiest way to unplug this one with the green knob. You don't just push on this tab. There's, where is it? There is, of course it's the last one. There's this tab right here that you need to push down on with a flathead, and while you do that, you need to push the green tab all the way up and pull. It's a pain in the butt, but it will come out. And then after that, all those wires will be disconnected. Everything else is just simple unplug and unplug. And then the seat is fully ready to come out. Now, obviously, I can't show you me pulling the physical seat out. So next scene you're gonna see is the seat just pulled out of here. And just like that, OEM seat is fully out. So you can see there's dirt, crap, and everything. This I'm gonna vacuum before I put anything back in, just kind of get all the trash out of here and throw it all out. Because it's one of the last times you're gonna be able to actually see underneath of your seat and get all that kind of crap cleaned up before the new seat goes in, and then you're not going to want to take that out. Right here we have the OEM seat, and then behind this one right here is the new seat that's going to be going in. Quite the difference between like bolsters here, and just overall shape is quite different. Okay, so now that we're over here, this is the Legacy seat. I just laid it on its side so we can easily see underneath of it. Now let me grab a flashlight here. Okay, so if you look right here, guess I don't really need the flashlight. If you look right here, we're on the underside of the seat. Front is right here, rear obviously back here. Literally go to the inner part of the seat and just go down to about the middle. This is the positioning sensor. Now what the sensor does is literally just tell the airbag system where the rail is currently located in reference to the steering wheel or something like that, so that pretty much if you're too close to the steering wheel, the airbag doesn't blow you in the face. So what we're gonna do, this sensor we need, so we're literally just gonna go in here and these are just rivets right here. So I'm just gonna go grab a drill these rivets out, and move this clip out of the way, and this will come right off. I don't even believe we need to attach it to the STI seat. From my understanding, it can literally just dangle down there, but it needs to come over with to plug into the STI seat, or else we'll have an airbag code, and that's the whole reason we're doing the swap is we don't want any airbag codes or airbag lights or anything like that. So let me get all that drilled out and switched on over, and then we'll go from there. This rivet isn't all the way out yet. Nice. Well, we broke the drill bit. Next, got a bag of zip ties, every car guy's best friend. Got a pair of dikes to cut the zip ties short, and we got our little occupancy sensor thing. Still have yet to really understand what the name for it is, but it's irrelevant now. It doesn't go onto, this is the bottom of the STI seat that we are currently looking at. It doesn't go on the bottom of it, like it doesn't plug into here, it plugs into the main harness on the car. And this doesn't even bolt to anything, so we literally just did this so that we don't throw a light. All this is going to do is literally just going to get zip tied to a random spot underneath your seat where you can make it work. For me, I don't want it to get pinched in any of the rails over here. So what I think I'm going to do, I'll zoom you in here a little bit. That yellow wire right here, it's got these little clips right here and right here. So I think it's going to be sturdy enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to set it right here and zip tie the wire up into place so that it literally just sits right like I am holding it now. That way it's out of the way. Worst case, I might just tuck it right up into like right here. But for you and anyone who's doing this at home, you can just tuck it right up in there, and as long as the wire can hang down and hook into the main harness, you're going to have no issues. That's really all that matters. So you can honestly probably bunch it just like this into kind of like a pretzel, and plug it in, and you are perfectly fine. So I'm just going to put this zip tied up into place now so I don't forget it, and we'll be good to go on moving forward. Next thing we're going to do here, we are going to simply, this bolt right here, this seat we're looking at right now is the STI seat. There's this big hex bolt right here, which I have yet to figure out the size of, that I am going to take off. We need to transfer the whole entire seatbelt because this seatbelt on the STI is only designed for the physical STI buckle. So this is the legacy seat we're looking at. The bit that we needed was not a hex actually. It was a, what's this called? A T-bit. It's like the only T-bit on the whole damn car. It is a T50. So, bit, if it'll focus, looks like that. And we're just gonna zip these off right here. So I already cracked them loose with a ratchet. Now that's off, and then step over to the STI seat here, which is what we're looking at now. Same thing, I already cracked this one loose, and zip that off. Other than that, this will pull right out, and then we're just going to fish the wire that you can see right there. We're just going to fish that out from underneath of there, and do the old switcheroo, and that should be it for this seat. One thing I forgot, this is the legacy seat. So you're going to see this connector, the one with the green on it. You are going to cut this off. Make sure you leave yourself plenty of wire. Then this is the STI seat. We're going to come on over here, and you're going to see this connector is going to be sitting just like this, all loomed up and everything. Cut back the loom, and you'll see the exposed wires. You're going to cut this off, and then you're just going to take that connector and wire it to here. The wiring orientation does not make a difference. You're simply just going to literally just wire the two wires to each other, because we need that connector to mate up to the actual legacy itself. Other than that, that's really it. Then we are ready to throw the seat in and be done. And now, as we can see, this wire, the green connector, is now cut off of the legacy seat. And now this is the STI seat, and it is all attached. I have it soldered, heat shrunk, and run back through the loom here. Then it comes out here to the connector. Like I said, I have that heat shrunk so that obviously nothing gets to it. And then I put electrical tape around here just to make sure that nothing would come undone for the loom, and that it you know, comes through nice and clean, kind of looks factory. Now it's time to get this seat stood up, put back into the Legacy, and hopefully everything should be just plug and play from there. Here's where we are with everything. Got the STI seat all cleaned up and everything. Aside from that, all the wires underneath, I don't know if you can see that, but all the wires underneath are good to go. Coming back out to the car right now, if we go in here, all I did was just take some carpet cleaner and go through, and I mean you can still see some of the stains and everything, but I just did a quick clean just to get the majority of the stuff off. Tried cleaning the side of the center console and everything. Just, you know, it's not very often that you're underneath the seat and everything, and a ton of crap gets under there. I can't tell you how many French fries and crap the vacuum just sucked up. But it's just nice to have it all clean and good to go. Harness and everything taped together, so it's not gonna be all spread apart. Other than that, just everything's all cleaned up and the seat is ready to finally go in. I know a lot of work just to get one seat in, but I can assure you that once everything is in here, it will all be 100% worth it. Now, STI seat is in. As you see, bolts already pretty much line up with everything. All that we have now is just like the original Legacy seat. Tip this back. We've got our jumble of wires that now I am going to literally go through, and everything should be plug and play. If I run into any issues with plugging everything in, I will let you guys know. But I'll show you guys everything once it is all wired up, because I really can't get a tripod in here and it's a little too tight to kind of have any camera angle leverage while I'm plugging everything in. Back with the wiring. As you can see, every single wire is plugged in. This is that wire we extended. It's plugged in there. And lastly, one thing, this black wire wasn't attached to anything when I pulled it out, and this wire, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea and don't remember what it plugged into. I'm gonna look at my photos real quick and make sure, but it might be for like the heated seats or something, which I have on my other Legacy, or which I have on the Legacy seats, but I don't think these ones are heated seats. Let me take a look at that and I'll get right back with you. Coming back over here, this is what that white wire plugs into. It splits into two sections here, which appears to be back here and under, going to the bottom on the Legacy seat, which would give me the idea that it would be for the heated functions, which the car has the heated seat options right there, but I really don't even use it, and it's fine without it. Not like I'm gonna rip this whole thing apart to throw the heated seat function in. So, throw everything back here for the time being, and this is the moment of truth. We'll see. Just let me grab the keys. Moment of truth. Pretty much see if the full swap. Where did I put my keys? Oh, see if the full swap worked. If it did work, we should have no airbag lights. Everything should work properly, with the exception of obviously the heated seat, which we deleted. But if I did it wrong, then it won't work. So we'll see. Also, for everyone, for the overview of the seats, obviously STI badge coming down here. Everything looks great. A little bit of aging right there, but I mean, for $300 seats for the front and rear, I really can't complain. Here we go. Scoot this forward, and let's see how we did. did everything correctly, that seatbelt chime should go off just like that. Well, everyone, that's just been the driver's seat install. I'm planning on doing the passenger seat in the near future here. As far as everything goes, there's a lot more involved with the passenger seat. I know it seemed like there was a lot involved with the driver's seat. I'm also planning on making a video for the passenger seat as well. Got a little bit more research to do before I do that. But as you can see, the driver's seat works perfect, feels super great and comfortable. I'm really excited to go out for a drive with it and just see how it feels and just the comfort level of it. Really excited for the bolsters and everything, kind of hug me in a little bit better when I'm driving. But stay tuned for more videos and make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.